thanks for checking out the first two Nominee CD. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember, the revolution will be televised.
One. I think we're officially ready. Ready, steady, and moving. So with that, let's get the last one.
Incoming transmission to the righteous absolution. Captain to the bridge.
Well, looks like everything's hunky-dory. Hopefully my audio tampering has been working. Hey, everybody, welcome aboard the Twitch broadcast ship Righteous Absolution, top-of-line ship for all your streaming needs. I'm the Trojan Virus, TCV for short. I've been pretty much eventful. Got my phone repaired. Turned out, more of the lesson. Make sure you never put it next to the hinge of a trunk, because God knows if that's going to get claimed. Anyway, and also trying to test out some microphone stuff so I can not have to worry about things like pickup and other things. That's always annoying as heck, but today is Monday, so we are basically on our way to play Super Robot Wars Y. Why, you ask? Because that's how it is. To give a recap of our last stream, we dealt with some other problems. We dealt with we did some missions. We dealt with the Posidal. We also dealt with the Vulgaroo, but we also found out other problems that have been showing up. One of which happens to be, more new crazy shenanigan bullcrap that decides to pop in their whole basis. God knows why, but, hey, I ain't gonna complain. It works out well. Anyway, because I remembered before, oh yeah, now I remember, somehow also the Dark Army has returned, so yada, so, that kind of jazz. Anyway, let's get ourselves ready, steady, and get ourselves basis. Let's get ourselves into the bridge and get ourselves fired up. Hope everyone's doing well this Monday. As I said, I've been dealing myself pretty well. Anyway, we gotta wait a moment because, all things have to wake up. There we go. Hold up. I need to fit this because there's a gap. Here we go. Transform. So while we do this, I'm gonna deal with this shenanigans. Oops. Let's move you up here. There we go. Gap taken care of. There. Unsightly gap taken care of. Sometimes you always have to be very attentive into these situations to figure out what is that gap going to do. Anyway. But yeah, the Devil Gundam's return. Turns out that Noah's brought them back just because he wanted the DG cells. Plus a lot of crazy stuff. So it turns out many of the bad guys aren't really happy because Noah wants to build an army and all that other jazz. Here we go. We ended up completing the 3 Principles of Darkness, which was, again, the Devil Gundam Army returning. Hey, Larry, welcome. I'm glad to see you're here. Oh, and crazy other shenanigans. Turns out I got a DMCA claim when uploading one of my Super Robot Wars Y clip because it contained a scene from frickin' Dynazenon. I'm putting that on a challenge. If I get a response back, but it's just like a cutscene. Anyway, let's take a look. We got to upgrade. We got some mechs we need to upgrade, I think. So let's see. We got... Why the hell? No wonder it felt so weird. Here we go. This is what I needed. Come on, bring it back. There we go. This feels better when you got a controller versus that, so...
お待ちしておりました。
How do we go continue on our mission? Let's see what we got to deal with. We got power to overcome evil, the purpose of warriors. Oh, here we go. To be better than yesterday. Kira and Atherin watch as Shin and Shion try to improve by sparring, but their efforts just cause more problems. Oh well, let's go take a peek. We also got some aces we gotta deal with, so let's do some lore. In the residential quarters of the A Advent. Ready, Shion? Come with me, Shin. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm rooting for both of you. Sparring match between Shin and Shion, huh? I wonder who'll win. I'd say they're evenly matched. The way Shion moves reminds me of Domon sometimes. Domon himself said the same thing. Apparently he's using a fighting style handed down through his village in Byston Well. I wonder if someone who used the school of Master Asia was sent to Byston Well at some point. They may have spread the style. And then Shion may have inherited that same style. Sure, but Shin learned directly from Domon himself. So basically, there's no telling who'll win. Not bad, Shion. Or Shion. You're not too bad yourself, Shin. I didn't suffer through hell of Domon's training for nothing. You're still nothing compared to Bison Well's dire beasts. Put your mouth right checks your hand can cash. Pissed off, are we? Want to try making me eat my words? That's the spirit, both of you. Atherin, you do this every time. Do what? I'm putting my life on the line here. This isn't some friendly game. Yeah, why are you talking like you're our trainer or something? You think you're better than us? Hey, come on, I just want to cheer you both on. Whatever, just stay out of this. Yes, Atherin, if you got so much free time, why not show us how it's done? I will. Wait, what? If you're both gonna run your mouths, I'll gladly teach you both a lesson. Ah, crap. No, I didn't actually mean... What's the matter, Shin? You getting cold feet? I'm not, just... Good. Then let's do this. If you two are fighting with your lives on the line, I won't pull my punches either. But wait, I'm not ready for this, like, mentally. No one cares if you're ready or not. Wow, Atherin's incredible. Oh boy, poor Shin. He went and woke the beast. I think that it worked out pretty well, though. You mean because the two got a good wake-up call? Not quite. Shin and Shion both want to get stronger. Atherin could be a good catalyst for that. That's true. What's wrong? Already had enough, you two? I still got fight left. You're just a stepping stone before I take on Domon. Now that's the spirit. Get with the patronization. I'll make you eat those words. Let's get him, Shin. Yeah, we go at him together. Good guys, come at me if you want to learn a thing or two. You just can't stop with that crap. Wow. Basically one little piece of lore. Next, we got some ace chats. Mirage. Mirage, I hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. Wow, I'm an ace. Your efforts have been very impressive, which is why you've been recognized. If only being an ace was enough for someone with the genus name. I'm sure you know my grandparents were amazing ace pilots. I always end up compared to both of them since I'm a pilot myself. You are who you are. You shouldn't worry about what others... Of course, logically I know I shouldn't care. It's just not easy to convince. Anyway, I hope everyone can hear me properly. I have to change the audio a bit so, you know, we don't deal with any of that shenanigans. I'm just trying to make sure to get that so I don't end up getting the clicks. There we go. Now we can do this. Of course, logically, I know I shouldn't care. It's not that easy to convince my heart on that. There we go. Forgot about that. Still, lately, I've been feeling like the reason I fly is precisely to escape all the surly bounds and soar freely. Soar freely. I thought it's like you've been influenced by Hayate a bit. Yeah, I guess I have. I'm aware this might be an inappropriate question, but what do you think of Hayate? He used to be a troublesome little rook, but now he's a trustworthy wingman. Is that all he is? Should he be anything else? No, if you don't think so. Could have sworn the Mirage had other feelings toward Hayate, but anyway, everything else aside, I humbly accept the title of Ace. I wonder though, why do I feel like a sting in my heart when I say Hayate was a trustworthy wingman? What is this emotion? Anyway, looks like we got ourselves, another Ace piece. Next up, of course, is Ernest. Congratulations, Captain Ernest. I hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. Thank you very much, Representative Ichika. Although, I note that calling a ship captain like myself an Ace Pilot is a bit of an odd choice. Maybe, but Ace Captain comes off a bit oddly too. I don't sweat the small stuff. It helps that everything feels smaller when you're half Zentradi. Yeah, the room does feel much fuller than normal. Actually, the ships assigned to Ragna, that's the Macross Quarter, which was my first posting. The bridge was so small, I made a point of getting the twice as large 800-meter Elysion when I got my captain's hat. Oh, really? That's a Zentran joke. Besides, if the bridge is too small, you can just shrink further by getting mini-micronized. Wait, you could do that? It's another Zentran joke. Anyway, Ichika, if you ever want to grow up, I'm the person you should talk to. We grow. Oh, up to 10 meters, I'd say. Good grief, that's quite enough Zentran jokes for one day, Captain Ernest. Yeah, fun fact, those guys in the lore of Macross are giants. Anyway, let's go take a look at, before we proceed to the next one, let's go do some Eurofront fights. We gotta deal with more Vindemirians and get some more aces. And maybe try and get some other stuff too. We got other pilots. Come on, let's go deal with this and get ourselves ready. On the bridge of the A Advent. I was wondering, these things are basically just grind missions, but I like doing these because they're pretty fun. Plus I get to pick whatever units I want and I can get them boosted before we continue the fights. Select sheeps. We got the A Advent. We need to choose, let's get that in the Eternal. Select some units. We already got Domon. I'm trying to at least get some, let's try getting some of our low tier units, set up. Lacey. Let's see, we got Goyne. You. Choo-choo. Bob. Yeah, we'll get you set up. Ready? That could be a problem. Stick close. Pick a fight. And we can get some guys some of our weaker guys a little bit of a wee boost. Stand by. Wide range strategic recon. That should help us out. Let's move some of our other folks up here. Let's see. Persist. Okay, that's not a problem. Might as well just unleash her.
出てくる方が悪いんだから邪魔すんじゃない。
That's one down. At least Cass is 40. That's good. The damage. Oh, well. Let's get Bob out here.
相手の軌道を読めば戦える。決めに行くぞ。そこか。まだだ。これで終わりだ。
One Windemirian dead. We got, ooh, level up boost. Alright, let's do the end phase. We got 20 seconds of the first commercial break. La la. Alright, we'll do persist. Earth Seed mode activates. Alright, let's see the damage. Oh, Alan B's level 40 and she's got her Berserk mode, so once we get to the first commercial break, we'll begin. And of course, the first commercial break has been aired, so be right back, folks. Once we get past the basis, there we go. Now we're back to the commercial, so be right back. So be right back, folks.
I just encountered a heavily armored Trandoshan.
Versus.
Definitely wasn't a slaver.
Roger. Must have been some heavy assault mercenaries.
Ooh.
I heard they carry an LS-150 heavy ACP repeater.
Alright. Looks like somebody got wrecked here. Whoa! Oh shit! I thought those were dead. I thought those were dead.
That was freaking terrifying. Uh-oh, looks like commercial's finishing up. Disconnection error or something. I like this little clip. At first I thought, but it turned out it was a bug. That's weird. It just sat there froze and I took an advantage. Oh boy. I've gotta say, that worked out well. So, I just need to find a way to get the audio that's matched. So, there we go. Anyway, let's get ourselves ready. I was not anticipating, you know, like she froze. Yep, definite freeze. So anyway, back to the battle. We got a few of these little boogers. Let's see the damage. Oh well.
攻撃はあくまで相手の戦う力を奪うのみにしてください。敵小隊主砲の射程内に入ってます。私たちは進まなければならないのです。バルトフェルド艦長。
分かってます。射砲停。
Well, at least she wasn't wrong. We did manage to neutralize an enemy, and ah well.
グラミアの意志を継いだ結果がこれか。
And of course,
手法をお見舞いしてやれ。てー。
Yeah, he got nuked. He did. Ah well.
インパルスの操縦なら慣れてる。今なら懐に飛び込める。そこ。
ここまでとは。
That worked out well. Let's see, what could we pop? Oh, this'll work. We'll do Crush. And of course, we'll get her. Music is love. Here we go. Hearts pounding. Feels nice. Now we get to do the mega. Now we get to do this baby. Show me damage.
おちおち寝てもいられんか。照準内に入ってメガキャノンを発射する。これで。
Do 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 do. Ah, well, might as well shoot you some love.
スピードに自信あるからってチョコマカとは。思いっきり暴れてやんよ。これで終わりだ。
この隙に交代を。
He takes a shot and dies.
戦果を上げられずに
I accomplished nothing. Takes the shot and dies.
追い詰めたそこ
Ah, me.
こんくらい楽勝
And Choo Choo jumped 2 levels that day. Now let's give her the Tauros a love. I do find the Tauros
殺さない
interesting.
殲滅する
I mean, I always found it. I didn't know the type of mobile suit that could transform into a fighter jet. I always find those types interesting. Ah, well. Nah, we don't need that. Alright, that should be able to eat. Zavara. Okay, he's 40. Good. Alright, that should work. Let's give Boss some love. 3 levels up. Perfect. Ah, well, might as well do the following.
思い切って飛ばしていくよ私のこの手が真っ赤に燃える勝利をつかめと轟き叫ぶバークネス
Doo-doo. 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 Doo-doo.
ヒートエンド
申し訳ございませんメカ
He dead. Palandy's 41. That should do it. That. So we still got a few more warships to do. Figures. That's okay. That was a direct hit. Okay, now that we got the warships, let's resupply. Who the hell could we resupply? Oh, you. There we go. That should give a 39. Paw could use a lit. We need to get Paw to repair the advan. At least it jumps. At least it's jumping levels. boost you to 29. This ain't good. This ain't good. Bob jumped 41 levels. Perfect. Take care of you. $39. Come on. Let's see. Who could we move? Let's see. Spirit. Nope. Persist. Yep, charge tactic. The damage, I'm gonna do the damage. Sorry about being quiet. I need to figure out. Come on. There we go. And do. Oh, well, that took care of that. I'm gonna clear most of those Euro missions so we get more money to do upgrades. And Choo-Choo was an ace. Do we have any mirrors? Okay, we're still low. We still gotta continue. Here we go. Outer Space Front. That's Wulgaroo territory. So we gotta deal with them. So we gotta bring our locals first. Right, since we're bringing this, we might as well have to bring the Golden on. Like units, of course, we're bringing the Rabbids. Now for speed, we're gonna need something that can help us out. Let's see what units we can bring that is not just try to get some people to their rank of level of 40. Let's see. Oh, well, that'll do. We just bring them in. Do some damage. Just tricky to figure out where to hit. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Always make sure you're looking like you're thinking rather than just sitting. Bring Chibody here. Izuru's level 49. Just take the gun halberd. Focus. he jumps 2 levels. Agnes is there. We got a few repair units. There we go. Increase morale. We got Vex here. And of course, Rain. Let's continue on. Dope. Wilgaroo are on their way, and Zex is gonna do that. You know what? Let's get bossed up. Just because, and I can recompensate with all that extra excess. Yay, he's 31. Super mode activated. Super mode activated. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Ooh, this is good. Might as well do this. While you deal with that, I'll be right back, because I'll play this, and I'm going to make a quick run. So be right back.
軽くタイトル防衛といこうか。俺のパンチでねんねしな。バーニングパンチ。ビエーイ。
Took care of it. Anyway, that's thank goodness for cutscene dynamic kills, I always like to call them. Uzukazes now jump to 37. I like to get some of the units before you do all the other things. This helps out with experience among other stuff. Beast. You're burped. Kaboom. Miss. And boss 30. Nice. This is what we strive for. Yo, 33. Sagi jumped 2 levels, that's good. $37. Just Link, come on. How about another disrupt? Ah, well. Hey, he's 30. Good. HEP cannon. Just move you guys over here, Doberman. Oh, 26 that's 2 levels up. Let's ram the other one. There, that should give us 1 level up. Perfect. At least Jibbity's cracked. At least Jibbity's popping like pop, pop, pop. Excuse me. Allergies are just kicking in. Not that much bad, just sneezing. Anyway, let's pop you and get your spirit up. Yay, that does damage. Is that all of them? No, we need Agnes. There we go. 32. Uh-oh, here we go. Looks like we got another ship that's gonna be whapping. Now it's murked. We almost got some damage. Keep this up, we should be able to do some stuff. Be able to do some really wreck some damage. That's what I would love to do. This is gonna be funny. Let's see. Drive. Hold up. I'm just gonna do this just because I want to. Here we go. Just because I want to.
軽くタイトル防衛といこうか。このラウンドで確実に決める。ゴーです。マシンガンパンチファイナル。
There we go, machine gun punch. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth. He went the Will Smith route and just punched it and decided just to punch an alien. Uh-oh. No, not that. There we go, that gives us 32. See the damage. 38. I'm gonna shoot you down. Move you up. 32, Sugaru. Find who's getting punched. Here we go. We'll repair this. Now we'll get you moving up here. Oh, well, I like the heat rod on the Talkies 3 anyway. Let's do it!
そこまでだ甘い
Ha!
もらった
Stab, stab, dead. Da 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 da. 35. Go. Alright, move in. Deal with this guy. There we go. That should put you. That should put. Boost morale. There we go. Everybody's now ready. Blast you again in the face with a beam attack. Ouch. Yay. Come on, and we're gonna break you. So, combined attack. Warship gate. That all? Wall up. Okay, that boosts it to 40. Perfect. Now, let's get you touched up. Boy, oh. Come on. Sheesh, I forgot the controller there. Pair you up. Rain's not gonna be much. Hopefully we can move. Once we do that, we can move on one of their DLC missions. Here we go. Go. Boss suit time to do what you do so well. There we go. That took care of all of them. I think that works. Hold up, need to double check. let's take a look. How many STG memories we got? Oh, we're still short on that. So let's get one more and I think we should be ready. Mission... why don't we focus on this? The purpose of warriors. This should be an interesting basis. Daigarn speaks to Ryoma about his concerns. Both of them were born for the purpose of fighting. The public square of the A Advent. Don't worry, citizens. Daigon will repair the collapsed wall in the residential quarter. Wouldn't that be a job for Public Service Section 1? Be like that. Everyone is counting on you. Thank you, Daigon. Hang in there, Daigon. Well, you can count on me. I knew Daigon would go for it. See, you're abusing your authority over Daigon to force him to do community service. The ninja guy. Hey, don't make that face. The citizens are watching. So, what do you want? First off, I'd like to thank you for sending Daigon our way. He's been a great help. I know, right? All thanks to me, is captain. But why wouldn't such a great captain join Wise Neos? I'm just too busy for that. If I join Wise Neos, I bet I have to deal with a lot of trouble. Can't deny that. But dealing with trouble is what Wise Neos is all about. Sorry, but I'm not up for any more trouble and exhilarating stuff. Alright, Daigon, you can take it from here. Hold on, the conversation isn't over yet. It can wait till next time. See ya. What love of... Yeah, ninjas have one problem with superheroes and alter identities. Afterwards, in the hangar of the AA Advent, we appreciate all your hard work in repairing the residential quarters, Daigarn. Thank you, Jet Jaguar. Seriously, you've been a great help and all, but we can tell you're not used to this kind of work. You must be tired. No, this has been a meaningful experience. My purpose has always been to protect the planet. I'm happy to be able to help its people, even outside of combat. You're an inspiration, Daigarn, truly a brave. Meanwhile, your captain? Don't say that. He has his own things to deal with. Looks like you failed to recruit him again. You can say that. You've been soft on him, Cross. Hold up a moment. Here's something. Alright, that turned out to be a family member. She just came back. So we finished up our thing. You've been too soft on him, Cross. You gotta try harder to convince him. Make him understand that Wise Neos isn't playing games. We're fighting to defend the freedom of the peace of the world. Do you really think that lecturing him will change his mind? Sounds like you know something about yourself, Hiroshi. You can say that again. Hiroshi's hated being lectured to more than anyone else. Don't tell him that, Michi. Long story short, the captain's just a little kid. Like Cross said, yeah, you can't expect him to have a strong sense of purpose and responsibility just yet. Purpose. Are you heading out, Ryoma? I've heard that there's a spot ahead where dimensional distortions are common. Could be my ticket back to the brain world. I'm gonna go check it out. In that case, I'd like to come with you, Ryoma. Would it be a bother? Suit yourself. The purpose of warriors. How does it look, Ryoma? I can see a dimensional distortion with Nor sensors, but nothing else would be a gate. But nothing that would be a gate to the brain world. Doesn't appear to be a vent either. A vent? What's that? It's a spot from which the life force of the Earth, the planet energy, gushes out. I believe whoever sent my enemy Red Loan is seeking the planet energy. So you're saying you came along to confer whether this spot was a release point for the energy of this energy of yours? But you have another reason, don't you? If this was really tied to your purpose, you would have brought a little captain along. Since you came here alone, I assume it's something you don't want him to hear. You are correct. There's something I need to discuss. Well, I can hear you out at least. Ryoma, you mentioned you were born for a purpose, and that you fight because of it. Yeah. Have you ever questioned that? Nope. Fighting is everything to me. Simple as that. You were born by the will of the earth or something like that. We're not so different, are we? I do not take pride in protecting all life on this planet. No, I do take pride in protecting all life on this planet. However, the problem is the little captain, isn't it? I'm afraid so. He's also been chosen by the will of the earth to act as the captain of we Braves. But he regards it as an imposition. He might not actually want to fight. That explains why he just sends you out to fight without taking part himself. What do you think I should do, Ryoma? It's no use talking to someone without the will to fight. But what's good is someone who only fights begrudgingly because he forced to? Something like that would only be a liability. Someone like that. Okay, good talk, but someone's coming. Andromeda Stellation. The Andromeda Stellation, huh? I'm pretty sure they're after me. But definitely want to fight. Ryoma, I'll deal with this. You fall back. But in your current state, you're useless here. You can't even combine without your captain. Get out of here if you don't want to throw your life away. I'll be back soon, I promise. And there he goes. He transforms off and drives off in the snow. I didn't know he had snow tires. Now then. Anyone who stands against me is the enemy. I'll crush each and every one of them my enemies. That's how Getter and I do things. There we go. The odds are against me. I'll have to break through their formation. I live to defeat my enemies. That's all there is. Might as well. Let's do this. This is what I like about this Getter Noir.
を狙ってんなら相手をしてやる覚悟しやがれ
His hack and slash.
まだだゲッタードラグーンガンファイトハリケーン
Takes care of that dude. Oh, 45. Damn. More mooks. They never stop coming. I'll cover you, Ryoma. I don't need your help. Stay back. Sorry, but I cannot accept that request. Before you were telling me to focus on fulfilling my purpose, but you have one yourself. You must not die here, and thus I will fight by your side. The situation is hopeless, and it's not even related to your duty. I seriously can't figure you out. It's going to be okay, Ryoma. Reinforcements have arrived. Ryoma, are you alright? Hiroshi, it's not just us. Dagarn! I'm sorry, Dagarn. I shouldn't have let you fight all by yourself. No, I didn't want to drag you into this battle against your will. What's the point of keeping me safe if you get hurt as a result? I may be lazy, bratty, and pretty unreliable, but I'm still fight alongside you. After all, I'm your captain, your comrade. Dagarn, after receiving your SOS, the little captain hurried to alert the leaders of Wise Neos. And then he asked us to take him straight to you. What do you know? Sounds like he's ready to be a captain after all. Yes, he's got the will to fight. Well, he is my captain. Michi, get me over to Dagarn, please. Roger. Seiji, combine! Dagarn!
Dagon X.
There we go. Seiji, get in. Okay. They make a good pair, and we're not gonna get outdone. For sure. I'm counting on you, Hiroshi. Leave it to me. Kotetsu Jig! Let's go, Dagarn. Understood. The odds are still against us. Stay sharp. If we work together, we can't lose. Go, Dagarn. I'm here with you. And of course, we're in a commercial break, so... So be right back. Alright, ready, set, go!
It's cool.
No! This can't be happening! That's impossible!
Alright, that works out well. Oh, this is interesting. Depiction of the fruit Pokemon Serena and the Scarecrow Pokemon Captor. Some have chosen to explore the figures of Pokemon so different than humans in order to better understand the anatomy and to explore the nature of the hearts and mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we found the origin of DeviantArt. Pokemon
I feel like Camp one of the rarest critters ever. Do it again. I wasn't looking. Okay. You want to do it again? We'll do it again.
so much better now. They should call you Dr. Mario. Well, I could say he did get his doctorate from watching House of Scrubs in ER. And he does happen to give you brightly colored ills that cure you all your ills, just as long as you have the fever or the chills. For those wondering, that is an Easter egg reference. So for you guys watching, play on! Find out what that reference was. That was a Brenton Floss clip. Anyway, never mind. Come on. There we go. Now, before we do the continuation, we better do some shout-outs. I know a certain somebody probably is here, so we'll do Lizard Guy first. So first off, he was playing Borderlands 4, which I was part of as well. Come on, here we go.
You ghost, by the way.
And that ghost, you're gonna see who it is. The ghost is none other than the late Stan Lee. May he rest in peace.
Stanley. Doing cameos until the day he dies. Rest in peace, Stan. You will always be the man.
Yep, definitely. Next up, of course, we got Saruk Windcaller. They were playing Skyrim.
And anytime I'm in a city setting like this, I'm thinking of the theme song of the soundtrack. We're just gonna communicate in grunts.
Yep, Zaruk does a lot of crazy things. Anyway, next up, who else we got? Oh. Nexo Sparkle. Of course, she's been playing Yokai Watch as well. Here she is playing Nexomon.
Yes! Help me flutter! No!
Yep. Of course, she likes to do shiny stuff. Last off, we got Rook, Napalm X5. He was playing 2 and 3. Here he is playing, I think that's Final Fantasy.
You killed my train.
Oh, that's Final Fantasy 8. That's something old.
I'll take those all day.
Yep. Napalm likes to play other stuff, but including old school things. I might want to do that in the future, but I don't know which monsters I should do, or which version of Final Fantasy. Lastly, Clover's Oasis. They're playing Branded 2. Here they are playing Celestra. I've heard they're officially getting themselves back into the thing.
Oh, nice. Oh, fucking nice. Sniped him right off the goddamn side there.
Anyway, they're getting themselves back anyway, so enough about that. Remember, if you or anyone you know is also a streamer, don't be afraid to ask, because I like to give shout-outs too. So let's get ourselves much-needed attention. Here we go. Compared to my rebellious younger self, little Captain's pretty mature for his age. But now I'm a full-fledged warrior, and I'm not gonna lose. There we go. Seiji! Change right in, Daigon, I'm here with you. Charge right in, Dargon, I'm here with you. Roger that. Seiji, deep down I was afraid of involving you in my struggles. You turned out to be much stronger than I could have imagined. I'll fight with those feelings held close. Come on.
地球の未来を脅かす者を許しはしない。アースバルカン
takes care of you. Working together, it's been a while since I felt this sensation. 3 hearts is 1, huh? That should do some damage. Earth Cannon. Let's see what Kotetsu G can... There we go. Now we got the A advent, just what we need. So selecting ships, we'll be needing... Let's see... I'll take the Eternal with us. Select units. We're gonna need some S guys with us. I'm only doing that because that's Andromeda Stellation. Great Mazinger. Got Jaguar. And of course you. There we go. Finalize. Huh, that should definitely save us. The A advent. Oh, you're right, Dagar. Of course he is. I'm here to watch him. There's no way we can lose. Captain Seiji. He seems pretty fired up now, doesn't he? I say less like he accepts his purpose and more he's doing it for Dagar. Is anyone else going to worry about Ryoma? Isn't anyone going to worry about Ryoma and me? What's the point? It's not like the immortal Hiroshi and the Jet Black Drifter are going to die so easily. Thanks, I guess. Jet Black Drifter, huh? Alright, everyone, let's show Wise Neils what we can do. So he's acting like our captain now, huh? Whatever, I'll do things my own way. Seiji, your orders? Let's go, everyone. We're going to win this battle. For the sake of everyone we want to achieve. Mekio Seishi, Zero System, Seed System. Let's do Disrupt. There we go. That should help us out tremendously. Do. We're switching to Kirik. Yay, that got them up. Secure the area, break them through, and that should deal some damage. Next up. This is what I like about this whole thing, and also how you can see them intermingle. By the way, I found some interesting art. Someone on Twitter made like a trivia fact about how some of the guys who also worked on the anime, like Code Geass and even Evangelion, had people working in on some of the on certain, what they would say, outcomes of the series. Like, for example, having basically, I remembered Anno actually worked on a few of the commissions for the games. Even having scenario missions, like how certain events would happen if you intermingle certain canonical events, which is pretty cool actually, to get some of these people to actually work on the old cartoons or animes and have them just, you know, hey, this is how this would play out. But it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it would be pretty awesome. Her seed mode activates. Let's see, assisted link, we're gonna use... Oh, that'll work. Huh. It's not much, but it's the best I can do. Let's see, ooh, this'll work. Let's do this one. Like this one.
Dynamite punch! Michi! Mahaドリルだ!
Mahaドリルセット終了!
チェンジマハドリルセット! これでも食らえ!
There we go, that should help us out. Now let's move on now. Hold up. Oh, you're dead. That's gonna do some damage. lord. And of course, the Psycho Frame's activated, so that works out on a plus. There we go. Let's see the damage. Erupting Burning Slash. Yeah, good lord, everyone wants a piece. Smash. Nope. La-dee. Pressed Earth Buster. Might as well do that. Do some finishers on each of these guys.
だったらさっさと攻撃だ。ダガン、勝負を決めてやれ。
了解。
And of course, that took care of that.
すげえ、すげえや。
Let's see. Chosen Children of Getter, so that takes care of you. Already did that. Yay! Now we just get okay, seed mode's activated. Dappa's gonna pop that guy, boom. Ah, well, that's gonna do some damage. Ah, well. Hold up, Spirit. Ah, well, that'll work. Of course, we might as well do this.
いけるか。迷いはとうに振り切っている。やってみるさ。遅い。これで終わらせん。
Yep.
私を狙っても無駄だということだ。
こちらの手はまだ終わっちゃいない。
Ah, there we go.
インファンネル。まだ終わりじゃない。
Ah, well, might as well finish up with this.
この期待に託された思い、無駄にはしない。勝ち取るんだ。明日を選ぶ自由を。この期待で貫いてみせる。俺の信じる正義を。そこ。いけ。アスラン。いけ。
There we go, that took care of that. Oh, that took care of Kira. There we go. All enemies have been eliminated. Well done, Dagarn. Now let's head straight to the A Advent. Seiji, I want to learn Wise Nails properly. I can't let you do all the fighting by yourself anymore. After all, I'm the captain. Understood. That's fine, right, Representative Ichika? Of course, you're very welcome to join us, Captain Seiji. I think the kid's finally understood the weight of his job. He's being more honest about his feelings than you were back when you kept arguing with Dr. Shiba. You don't have to keep dredging up the past, you know. And why's that? I'm curious now. Tell us about it. I want to hear about it as well. Me too. I'm not getting away from this one, am I? This marks the beginning of Team Purpose. Team Purpose? The hell? Each one of you fight for a different purpose, but you understand one another. You'll grow stronger together as a team. Team Purpose. I like the idea and all, but the name could use some work. How about Team EX? A purpose which gives meaning of one's existence. Abbreviate the word and we get EX. EX, huh? Ryoma, you need to learn how to work with the people around you. This is a good opportunity to get used to fighting as part of a team. Alright, if this is how we defeat our enemies around here, I'll go along with it. In that case, I'll be the captain of Team EX. Suit yourself. Can someone, lazy, bratty, and pretty unreliable like you handle it? That was yesterday's news. I'm a much better person now. And Captain, we have a few things to discuss. Would you please come to the hangar? Let's go, Dagarn. Roger that, Seiji. All Wise EOS units retreat back. Rendezvous at point 1715. Purpose. What gives meaning to your own existence? I want to live like that. Wonder who that person could be. Uh-oh. Here we go. After the battle in the hangar of the A Advent. Well, I guess I'll be under your care from now on, Representative Ichika. We look forward to working with you, Captain Seiji. It's kind of embarrassing to be called all that all the time. Let's start with a proper greeting. Okay, this should do it. I knew it! He's just a kid! What is he, a 7th grader? More like a 5th grader. Seiji Takasugi, a resident of the A Advent, I believe. Oh, I guess my cover's been blown, huh? Yeah, I was under Ichika's orders to never approach you and your civilian guys. It was a request from Daigon. Daigon, you're so cool with me giving me... You're cool with giving my identity away to them, right? It was not a problem, Seiji. Starting today, you're officially a member of Wise Neos. So once again, we look forward to working with you, Seiji. Same here, Representative Ichika. I'll give it my all as captain of Team EX. Okay, hold the phone here. Who are we? Who appointed you as captain? I doubt a kid with barely any combat experience can serve as commander. Don't treat me like some random brat. I was chosen by the Alrin. This basically makes me a legendary hero. Well, you're quick with the comebacks. You really are just a kid. Do you have any room to talk here, Hiroshi? Look. Ooh, now who gets to wear the pants in this Now we know who wears the pants in this relationship. See, you don't tease your elders. Sorry, ma'am. He really is just a kid. He needs to be forged in the furnace of real-life combat. What? No, thanks. That kind of hazing is pretty outdated nowadays. I thought you finally grasped the gravity of your purpose and all that. Let me put it this way. I'll step up when it's time and step out when it's not. I'll have you know, even 5th graders have a busy social life. Looks like Team EX is gonna have a rough road ahead. No kidding. Hiroshi loses cool at the drop of a hat, and Ryoma doesn't know how to act like a team player. Having a field commander should help smooth out some of the rough edges. Ryoma, Hiroshi, Dagon, follow the little captain and give it your all. Roger that. You seriously gonna follow the orders of a 5th grader? I got this. I'll show you guys the ropes. No need for a pep talk. If you want me to follow, then prove yourself with actions, not words. If you slack off or act like a brat, we're gonna have some problems. You heard him, you heard them. Let's both do our best, Seiji. Yeah, we're doing this. After all, I'm the captain. I'm the captain. Yeah, that's okay. I know what I'm doing. I'm the dean. Seiji joins us in assist crew. Domon was the ace. We're almost 35, and if we keep this up, we should be able to get ready for the last one. Let's take a look at assign assists. We can replace one of our guys. Here we go. Bullseye and persist on the collar. That could be good on a defense ability. So let's replace... Yeah, so we got experience. Experience is not much of a worry. We'll keep her because I could use the credit. Let's put Seiji here if we're going to be running him. There we go. Let's see, let's do some upgrades. I think we got enough ready, so let's take a look at memories. We're still a few short points away. 5, 60, 40. Okay, looks like we got some new DLC talks missions. So, the measure of a captain. In the hangar of the A Advent. Captain! Yeah, what's up, Jisei? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean you, Seiji. I meant Captain Galma. Sorry about that, Seiji. Yeah? I've been wondering this for a while, but what makes you a captain, Galma? Well, I mean, I'm the main pilot of Dyna Xenon. But I'm not a pilot, I'm still a captain. Okay, let's split the question around. How come you're a captain, Seiji? That's what the planet wanted. I was chosen by the Allred. Plus, I'm an upstanding individual who loves peace and justice. Are you saying I'm not upstanding since I sometimes have doubts? Wait, you just now figure that out? Even though you're basically homeless and eat whatever random crabs and weeds you find? That's all personal choices. What? Galma actually recognized that he's our captain, huh? Now that you mention it, seems so. Tisei's the only one who calls him that, you know. Guess he's a fan of the idea. Stop, Seiji. You're being rude to Captain Galma. Yeah, but... looks like you're the one who thinks you're an upstanding individual. What? Captain Galma, this is taking your things a bit too far. It's true Seiji has some rough edges, but he's still our captain. He loves peace and justice as well as his bravery. We're all acknowledged by the Allred. It's all thanks to Seiji that I can be here and protect the Earth. Dagarn, hold on a minute, Dagarn. Tisei, it's true Galma has some traits that defy our common sense, but he's absolutely number one when it comes to our guts and a heart that loves peace. Yoma and the others all agree. The Galma squad was all over the place, and it was thanks to Captain Galma's virtue that we all came here together. She's not the one who feels that way. We can only fight as one because Galma's our captain. It was a bit of a touch and go at first, to be fair. You guys, sorry Galma. I guess you were just some guy who liked yelling. It sounds like you deserve the title of captain too. Nah, that was my bad, Seiji. You're real amazing if Dagarn was bad for you. Oh, come on, now you're laying it out too thick. I only come up that way because Dagarn covers for me. Well, hey, I got plenty of support myself. Neither of us is gonna leave it to that, alright? Right. I'll become the kind of guy who's worthy of being Dagarn's captain. Yeah, well, I'm gonna become the man Yomogi and the others need. You're on, Galma. Let's see who will become the most amazing captain, Seiji. Looks like they cool off. They're both kind of simple-minded in a good way. It might be better to call them ever positive. And that's the very aspect that draws others to them. The sort of thing people look for a leader. They're both textbook examples of captains, huh? And we, as their squad, have only one role. Right. We have to make sure that their morals stay up. Exactly, Yomogi, Yume, Shiomi, Shisei, keep up the good work. Within reason, yeah. Dagarn? Understood, Seiji. I'll always fight by your side. We're counting on you, captains. Right. Leave it to us. Now let's do this. Power up Dagarn plan. This is gonna be a piece of lore. Hey Hiroshi? Yeah, Seiji? Can I borrow your cheek parts? Huh? What's this all about, Seiji? I'm asking for you, Dagarn. For me? I call it my Power Up Dagarn with cheek parts plan. Let me guess, you want Dagarn to combine with the cheek parts. Got it in one, Michi. I knew you'd understand. It's alright. It's all right in their names. Okay, fair, but doesn't it sound like a good idea? Dagarn already combined with the Earth Fighters and Earthfighter and the Earthline to become Dagarn X, right? So I figure you can combine with a bunch of other parts to get even stronger. I'm not sure that's how it works. Ta-da, here's my picture of the powered up Super Dagarn would look like. That's sort of impressive. I recognize the Mach drill on his arm and the G bazooka on his back, but it appears to have grown many more arms and legs. Yeah, cool, I figured we could stick Jeeg's arms and legs in a few different places. And you could pull the Earth Cannon and the blades with these arms. You'd be the strongest. The legs? Blast any baddies that get close to you with a storm of kicks. What kind of grade schooler logic? Easy there, Hiroshi. Seiji is a grade schooler. It's okay, right? Hiroshi, Michi, let's borrow the Jeeg parts to power up Dagarn. Look, that's kinda... It's for Dagarn. Pretty please? I'm afraid I have to reject your plan, Seiji. What? Why, Dagarn? Powering up isn't about wielding stronger weapons. But the important part is having a strong heart, Seiji. What do you mean, Hiroshi? Anyone wielding lots of power needs a strong heart to match. If the power is disproportionate, it twists the heart. Twist the heart? If you rely too much on power to fight, you'll lose as soon as someone even stronger shows up. Yep. That's why you gotta toughen your heart. Hold up, I must have pushed the wrong button. Yeah, toughen your heart. Do that, you'll be able to face whatever comes your way. Though Dagon probably doesn't have to worry about that. No, you and I are thinking the same thing, Hiroshi. No, Seiji, it's true that I need to become stronger to protect the Earth. But that doesn't mean I need to more raw power alone. Like Hiroshi said, I need to strengthen my heart. I don't get what that means, though. Let me try explaining it a different way than I need is bravery. Bravery? The courage is defined by the ideas of the face that hold the strongest. Oh, that's bravery. And there's something the two of us will work together, Seiji. Together. Of course, you're Dagon's captain, right? If you can be brave enough to face the trials that come your way, then that'll give Dagon strength too. I think it's what you guys are saying. Seiji, it's not about slapping powerful stuff on the outside. You gotta think about what's really important, right? Exactly, Seiji. You got it figured out. By the way, people still can hear me, right? Just trying to balance it out so I can handle most of that. But hopefully it does work out because I need to get my voice high. Anyway, let's see if this works. Thanks, Hiroshi. I think you taught me something really valuable. See, my preaching's useful sometimes. Just repeating something your dad taught you? Ugh. So, man, I thought you'd come up with some words of wisdom, but they really are just hand-me-downs. Why, you little... I'm joking. It doesn't matter who said it first. It was just great stuff. Little Rugrat, I knew you were just setting me up for a punchline. It really wasn't. I'm super grateful, Mr. Young President. Seiji. Say, Dagon. Yes, Michi? Are you sure you weren't actually shooting Seiji's power plant down because it looked goofy? That's ridiculous. Oh, don't worry. I won't tell Seiji. Please don't. Seiji has his work cut out for him, not as a captain, but as an artist, too. With that said, I'm truly happy that you consider a way to power me up, Seiji. With your kindness and bravery behind me, I'll fight with everything I have. Alright, in the hangar of the A Advent. Hey, you need something? How much do you know about Ryoma Nagare of this world? Curious about that, huh? You could say that, yeah. Tell me you wouldn't be curious if another you existed somewhere. A different world where you went missing during the Battle of the Jamanthi Kingdom, for example. How would you feel about that? That'd catch my interest, alright. Unfortunately, I don't know much. Getarobo's one thing, but Ryoma Nagare isn't exactly a household name here. Why not? I heard he was a hero, saved the world a bunch of times. Part of it's like he hated being treated like one. Plus, Ryoma himself kinda kept his distance from Getter afterwards. Because of the Getter Ray incident at the Satome Laboratory, huh? Biggest reason, though, is just a rumor is that our Ryoma needed to stay out of the public eye. What? Why? It's something his dad told him. At best, he's a wild, untamed beast. At worst, he's vicious and barbaric. In terms of bad personalities, he could run laps around Takuma. That sums it up well enough? Makes sense, yeah. Ready? Okay. Takuma is a surprising one. Unlike you, he doesn't seem interested in Ryoma Nagare at all. Even though he's his father? Well, Takuma never... Problem is when you don't seem much to care. Sounds just about right for him. Sometimes I do wonder when he kinda turns out if Ryoma raised him, though. Makes me curious. Does it? Well, yeah. Like I said, I lost my father in the final battle against the Jamanthi Kingdom. He must have been a real stand-up dad. To me, he was more of a demon than anyone in the Jamanthi Kingdom. Deep down, I understand without him, I would never have been able to survive my battles. He trained me to overcome the weakness of my heart and stand on my own. Anyway, my point is, I wonder what would happen if Takuma had a father too. He still gets a lot of kid in him. Someone needs to temper it. If Ryoma Nagare has trained him, they might have gotten into the huge fight. My point stands. Takuma needs someone to temper him. What? And you want me to do it? I might be a clone of Ryoma Nagare, but I want no part of that. What's being a clone got to do with anything? The Ryoma you're cloned from wasn't even Takuma's dad. None of it ever matters. I'm just thinking you could be a good role model for him. Take that as a compliment. But the only thing I have over him is combat experience. Plenty of people can say the same. That includes you, Hiroshi. Ryoma, I agree that Takuma needs someone to temper him, but that's not my job alone. It can be mine and yours and Tetsuya's. It can be everyone's. Good point. Maybe I was too hung up on being a clone of on you being a clone of Ryoma Nagara after all. Hey, no worries. I'm the one who came to asking about the world's version of me. Probably to try and find out what I'm missing. Right. I get that you wouldn't want to be the one instructing Takuma though. You'll get to think of him as a rival, don't you? Suppose I do. Because you're both getter pilots, isn't it? You don't want him beating him. The moment I first saw him, something inside me told me I couldn't afford to let him win. That's the first I'm hearing about this. Of course, I never told anyone. You talked about your father, right? I just tried putting my feelings into words, same as you. Hey, that means you're growing. Yeah. Also, I can get stronger. So you know, Takuma ain't the one I need to see as a rival. I see you as one, and the rest of Wise Neos. I don't like losing. It doesn't matter who I'm up against. That's fine by me, Ryoma. I'll take this as the declaration of war. Roji Shiba, Kotetsuji will take you on whenever you want. Perfect. Noir and me are gonna cover this world in claw marks. Wow. That's what I like about these guys. Anyway, I'm trying to... There we go. So let's continue on. Now, before we do, we're in a commercial break. So be right back, folks. Be right back.
My mouth's full of food. Yeah, so can't lust now. Eating. No! Get your O! You're not mooching food off of me. I don't give a care about basically what the heck you do. But don't take my food.
Alright. We gotta go back and go get ourselves some resources. This just makes it easier so we can just fly.
I sacrifice Aqua Dragon, Blackland's Fire Dragon, and Moisture Creature to summon the Tormentor! Uh-oh. Whoa, Obelisk! Show Blue Eye's Ultimate Dragon Warrior called the Tormentor! Destruction Flash!
Again, Mini for the Winnie. Mini for the Winnie. That is, I gotta clip 2 of those. That's just I'm gonna share that.
Anyways, I have a surprise announcement for you all. Wait till you hear this. For the first time ever, this year's pageant will feature a swimsuit competition.
Huh. Swimsuit competition with 2 people and... Oh no. Oh no!
And it's all thanks to Mr. Teddy here.
You psychotic bastard! Anyway, it looks like our commercial's over, so let's get ourselves back in the swing of things. Yeah, getting eaten by a freaking lava bath is not something on my list. Anyway, let's continue and deal with something. Let's start off with Cursed Existence. Hiroshi trains to regain his strength, but something cursed reaches from the dark. Guess we got some stories we gotta deal with the DLC bonuses before we progress to the main story. Uh-oh. Yes. What is it? Nothing, sir. Something spoke directly into my mind. Someone called me through the barrier around Yoma Island. Who could possibly manage that? Oh, that's terrifying. I give! Come on, Hiroshi, shape up. You didn't hit Domon even once. Honestly, this just shows how freaking strong Domon is. Like, can he even beat a cyborg? Get up, Hiroshi. You're the one who wanted an intensive training session. Yeah, I know. This isn't far from over. Come at me for real. You want real? I'll give you real. Change cyborg! Now that I've transformed, I'm way out of your league. That's so. Then I'll use everything at my disposal. You won't win like that. Yeah, even Domon can't be Hiroshi in that form. You have it backwards. What, you mean Hiroshi can't beat Domon even using that? You gotta be kidding! How strong is the King of Hearts? Hiroshi has no chance of defeating Domon, not as he is right now. Not even transformed? Not unless he can bring out his true power at least. I heard Hiroshi is in a regressed state right now. He is. He evolved by his own will before, but the injuries to his mind and body seem to have kicked him back to his old cyborg form. An evolved cyborg. So this is what Hiroshi Shiba is, what Kotetsu Jig is. He asked Domon for some hardcore training to get his old strength back. I didn't expect him to be so serious about this. He recognized what his purpose is. Just what I like to see from Team EX. But I heard he was modified into a cyborg without even knowing about it. You call it purpose, but wasn't it basically just forced of him? It was, Seiji. That's why he's been so troubled and anguished. But he hardened his resolve and became a praiseworthy warrior on the battlefield despite that. It sounds like you should follow his example, Seiji. Then maybe I should do some training with Domon too, like Hiya, Hooah! If you can't take it seriously, you have a long way to go before you can call yourself a warrior. Sheesh. You take this way too seriously. For your own benefit, Seiji, you need someone who won't be as soft on you just because you're a child. Hey, come on, you can be a little soft on me. Speaking of which, Michi, you got any snacks? I think you need a different kind of training than Hiroshi. This is no time for fooling around, Captain. Ryoma, did something happen? Bad news is on its way. I can feel it. Bad news? You mean bad guys are coming? Probably. Probably? I can feel in my guts. This is no normal enemy. Whoever did this, they're a cursed existence, one from the deepest depths of darkness. Well, yeah, I mean, this guy basically spooked, whoever this is, they spooked the hell out of people. Cursed existence. We're dealing with some new ships. We're gonna need Ernest and, of course, Lacus. Select units. We got Kotetsu Jig. We'll need you, Tetsuya, Getter, Big Radine and Combattler. Kaiser. We'll probably take Lundrock, Noir, and Dagarn. Might as well take some of the captains with us. Jet Jaguar. Who should we put? You know what? Why don't we take one of the 3 DLC guys with us? That makes sense. This is gonna be a new fight. Look who's raring to go, Hiroshi. I can think of like an extension of my training session. In the end, Hiroshi wasn't able to break it out of his slump. He needs a push. I think 1 is all it takes for him to change. Anyway, what's the deal with the cursed guy Ryoma was talking about? Someone not of this world? Wait, you mean like a ghost? There has been steady scientific research into the existence of souls, some believe to be a form of higher dimensional beings. That's Brahma thinking Ryoma fought. I guess it was referred to a higher dimensional discarnate entity? Maybe that's why Ryoma can sense other beings like it. Ghosts? Can Rise Neos handle ghosts? We'll be fine, Seiji. If they can hit us, we can hit them. But what if we get cursed? A little bit of grit can blow away any curse. Boy, I sure hope so. You're Team EX's captain, aren't you? Show us your stuff. Fine, I get it already. Cannon, everyone, here they come. The Infernal Alliance! Big spooky alliance of demons and evil spirits. I get it, Ryoma's right. These guys sure came from the depths of darkness. Ryoma, stay on guard. This battle's more than it seems. All units, intercept the Infernal Alliance. Come on, come on, some stupid curse or ghost don't stand a chance against my grit. Yeah, we're dealing with some new guys now. Oh, that was quick. 3 is 1. Oh, that'll work. That should definitely move some of our guys here. Okay, that worked out. Oh. Seed mode activates for her. Work spirit. Yep, that one. Perfect. I need to be stronger. Definitely learned something from this battle. There we go, Kotetsuji.
Dynamite punch! Michi! Change Mahadoriru set!
Just wrecked that. That took care of him. Always works well with cheat. Let's see, we still need to move some of our guys here. You know, I'm always wondering if there's a possibility in the future that we could be able to get, let's say, the Gundam horse. I'm forgetting that damn horse's name, but it's all I know is that Domon's G Gundam can more or less pilot the damn thing. And it's literally a Gundam, it's a horse piloted by a Gundam. Not pilot, I mean a Gundam piloted by a horse. Either way, still gonna be impressive. Continue on, let's see, what are these guys? Sheesh. Alright, there we go. Okay, here we go. What's that strange sensation? I'm detecting an abnormality as well. Unknown energy detected. It's coming from that location. Spectral General Hydus. He must be in charge of this Halloween party. Oh, isn't he acting kind of weird? Yeah, I understand. There's something I must do. Is that skeleton watching me? Uh-oh. What? He's going after Kotetsu G? Get out of there, Hiroshi! I don't run away. If they want to throw their general at me, I'll meet them head on. Hydus' attack is complete. Our attacks are completely different. The unknown energy is surrounding Kotetsu G. No! I can't hold myself together! Hiroshi! Uh-oh. My dead. I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. Hiroshi. Who's that? Calling my name. Hiroshi, open your eyes. I know that voice. Oh, hi, girl. Dad! Stand up, Hiroshi. The fight isn't over yet. Dad, I can't even beat him. How am I now? Please, Dad, tell me what I should do. You want answers? You have to find them yourself. Hiroshi! Persist a little past, I'll put you out of your misery. Yeah! Hiroshi won't last long at this rate. I'm alone, Hiroshi. Stay away. Stop trying to act tough. No, I'm a weak man. And whenever I'm in trouble, some part of me cries out for Dad's help. Oh, Hiroshi. But he's not here anymore. He died protecting me. So I have to live. I have to survive and fight for peace. That's my purpose. Quit your babbling. You'll die here, Hiroshi Shiba. What the heck is that robot? They saved Hiroshi. No. Right.
Change cyborg!
I did it! I did it! I evolved again! What's that? It's Hiroshi's evolved form, the new cyborg. Hydus, your reign of terror is over. Incredible! So he is a resolved album to be reborn. Let's do this, Michi. Right behind you, Hiroshi. Jig parts fire! I feel power flowing through me. The way I'm now, nobody can beat me. I'll back you up, Hiroshi. Thanks, whoever you are. You've humiliated me that time, but it won't happen again. Like hell it won't. Your weird occult attacks won't work on me anymore. You and me, Hydus. You're about to get a taste of the same Kotetsu G that smashed the Jamanti Kingdom. Time to do a disruption attack. So now Ernest is 50. Let's continue on with the damage and the hunt. Seriously, these guys are just having a death warrant against Death Wish fighting Domon. Seriously, you're not gonna get much of any energy out of this, pal. You're just gonna whiff out of everybody. Seriously. I mean, poor guy is blitzing Domon, and Domon's just taking numbers. Might as well. Don't touch you, cheek! You! If nobody else, I'll tear you apart with my own hands! Not gonna happen, Spectral General. You want a piece of this? Then you're about to get a taste of Kotetsu Cheek's full power. Sheesh, that's gonna hurt. Tetsu Cheek. There we go now. Let's see that. Now you forget he's not alone in this fight. Uh-oh. Never mind, we might as well do this. Yo. Might as well get Astronauts to do some assistance for us. Thank you. That should deal with this. Oh, well, might as well. Just because we get to never see these guys often. Dude.
俺たちから行くぜ。相変わらず突っ走る。やるぞ、翔太郎。お前ならどうする？俺たちはこうだ。ジョーカーマキシマムドライブ。行くぜ。ジョーカーエクストリーム。いい相棒を持ったな。僕たち3人のコンビネーションに敵はいねえ。
There we go. Looks like we gotta level up. Oh, nice. Let's move our... Yeah, we'll have these guys handle the rest. We'll break you, of course. Yo, that's you next. There we go. That should work. What's with the robot's power? Not even I can analyze that. You seem to intent on going after Kotetsu G, but we won't let that happen. That's right, Dagarn. Let's break all of his bones. Well, Dagarn got that taken care of. Stand by. We'll move the Elysian over here. Gonna do some damage. Now we just do you. This should work out now. Hold up. Just for the sake of it. Just because I want to. Here we go. Force. Now. Do 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 do. And of course, do and pour through. And that worked out well. Just bore through them. You better remember this. He was so scared of his bone. He's so scared his bones were rattling as he ran away. Not before he gave us a parting shot, though. If he comes back, we'll be ready to give him another fight. Oh, he's out of ammo. Wait, there could be a way we could do this. Okay, that should work. That should give Domon a little bit of some... Hold up a moment. Looks like I got it. I'll be hold up for a moment. A second. Sorry about that, folks. Ended up having a commercial, a solicitor. Always a freaking solicitor. You know how that is. Now these common riders level 50, that's good. Let's see what you can do with you. Anyway, time to finish this guy off.
ネゴシエーションに値しない相手はこうするまでさ。ウィークオンアクション。バイバイ。
There we go. We got 48. All the enemies are down. Chalk up another win for Kotetsu Jig and Wise Neos. What was that robot? What was that robot that saved Kotetsu Jig? One of Wise Neos' fans, I bet. On now. All that matters, they saved us, and that means they're on our side. Another hurdle cleared, huh, Hiroshi? I'm not done yet. Dad, I'm gonna keep on fighting with the power I have. If you're up there watching from some distant sky, well, you know you won't have to worry about a thing. After the battle in the hangar of the A Advent, Hiroshi, Seiji, what's up? Why are your eyes sparkling like that? The way you powered up, was just so awesome. I didn't even know training lets you do stuff like that. That's right. Hard work will never betray you. Sounds like it's worth a shot. You heard him, Dagarn. It's time to train hard. You made it sound like you were gonna do it. You made it sound like you were gonna do it, Seiji. Nah, I'm the captain. My job is to give orders. In that case, you'll need training on your own to learn how to give us better orders. Yep. You're coming with us, Captain. No thanks. I inherited a lot from my dad, and it's my duty to pay it forward to future generations. I'm in grade school. People my age don't even believe in that stuff anymore. And if you had the energy to complain, then come with us. After all, hard work will never betray you. And that goes for all of Team X. Ryoma, you're coming too. Something bothering you? No, just this fight isn't over. I'm sure of it. Sounds like you got some steam to vent. You should help Seiji with his training. Hey, don't use me to vent. That's not something a respectable adult would do. Bad news, Seiji. We ain't what you call respectable adults. I'm still growing and learning, just like you, Seiji. We're in this together. Hydus went after Hiroshi. What in the world is he? That's a good question. In the aftermath, someone is speaking directly into my mind. A voice from a place darker than darkness itself, and deeper than the deepest depths. Mikini, a woman. Who is that woman? Yeah, this is interesting. Even a bad guy has issues with it. Alright. At least we got some points for there. Looks like mostly everybody got some level ups. Ooh, I think we might have... Did we do the impossible? Bingo! Here we go, folks. We got the last wing. Now we get to move on to other projects. Next up, I think we could do is the offensive side of this area. Alright, so we got that. Let's do some customization now.
お待ちしておりました。
Oh, we're running out of resources. Okay, no problem.
これからの戦いのために
Let's go to the next mission. Oh, we got more of these things? Reached SCG terminal node. Ooh, this is new. Let's go take a look at this. Here we go. And then in system Nirakana I core of the A Advent. Come on, forget it. Here we go. Miss Ichika, We reached the terminal node of one route to the SGG memory. We reached one of the goalposts we were aiming for. I'm glad, of course, but the sheer magnitude of the power is overwhelming. I think about what'll happen if we unlock the SGG memory completely gives me shivers. You mean you're looking forward to it, or do you mean you're afraid? Ichika? It's okay. It does get a little scary sometimes. The A Advent, Nirokana Eye, and Wise Neos. Wielding great power means shouldering equally greater obligations and responsibility. But Miss Ichika, it's alright, Anina. The happiness I felt is greater still. I have all this power I can wield to protect the A Advent in the world, after all. That's exactly right, Miss Ichika. Well, Nirokana Eye seems to think you're on the right track as well as create a new part for you. Thank you, Nirokana Eye. I will do my best to live up to your expectations. Well, there's still more to do. Right, our next goal is to unlock the entirety of the SGG memory. Which we got the Spirit of Steel. That's a melee bonus weapon. Let's do some of the oceanic stuff at least. We might as well test out one of our new abilities. Let's see, we got that to level 50, so why don't we choose you and get the Goldion prepared. Let's see, because I want to get some of our guys at least boosted. Let's see, we got you leveled up. Let's choose you next. There we go. Bug. There we go. There we go. Let's see the damage. Let's move you here. We need to break you at least. Deal with you and get that over with. There, that boosts to 39. Perfect. Let's move A Advent here. We'll move Suzukaze here. There we go. Come on. We're gonna do some damage. There we go. Masaki can deal some damage, luckily. He's a highly evasive mother hecker. But hey, he works out well. Move you instead here. Come on. Alright, that took care of you. Let's move you with the heat rod, break you. Blank you. Boom. See the damage. There we go. Come on. There we go. That heals up Fa. Let's see the damage. Boom. Dead. There, we got her to 40. Perfect. Yeah, we're skipping this. We've already seen this battle. Come on. Let's see, we probably could do... Let's see, yeah, we'll do you. Next, let's see, Spirit. No, Sit. That should work, come on. I think that knocks out the stats on these things. We're in a commercial break, so guess what? Be right back. No. No. No.
There we go. The most brutal boss death ever.
No, what the? Careful, friend. Whose side are you on? Okay, my mistake. That was me being. That was.
All right. We gotta go back and go get ourselves some resources.
Now we got that out of the way, let's get ourselves back into this fight. It's going pretty well, at least now we got that, so. Good lord. Yeah, they're really going after. Oh, now they're going after. Okay, now they're really going after Rain or Domon. There we go. At least she's leveled up. Uh-oh. Yeah, Ba's not gonna do much. now we just gotta pick you off. There you go. Choo Choo is 40. There we go. Rain's now put to level 39. Damage is gonna be kaboom. That's 38. Perfect. See the rest of the damage. Hold up. Assist link. Boss should do well. There we go. Let's see if this works. Whatever. That should do well. Side Flash basically just is another map attack. But I was wondering a couple of streams ago. There we go. That's a deal. Deal with you next. Well, that put her to level 40. Now you're level 40. Put Zeke to level 38. Now we can basically get Fossil experience. Yay! Ooh, hello. 34. Not bad, not bad. Let's break you with the Chevalier Saber. That should put us to 39. Oh, wow. 39. Damn. Oh. See the damage? Okay, that's 34. She's gonna do some damage. Ooh. Come on. Let's see, deal with you. Pop that. Okay, Rain's now level 40, that's good. Choo-Choo's level 40, you're level 40. Let's do Boss Borat for this. Do. And of course, this should hope that pops you level 38. Break you again. Not much there, but Moccasie's level 47. Fire launcher, do that. Boom. That puts you to 36. Heal up you. That pops Fa to 36. Let's see. Do. Let me smash, please. There we go. Now we break you. Papa Dooey. That pops you to 40. Nice. Okay, Zek's gonna take a beating. Got it, hold up. Axel, there we go. I forgot. Warship can heat, can repair. There we go. Tsuzikaze's now level 41. Perfect. Missiles. Hip hip hooray. Dominion Obliterator. Let's break you and that should deal with that. Oh, down a little bit better. We're almost 20 points away and then we can get our upgrade. Anyway, quiet on the home front, but I ain't worried. Let's see, here we go. Let's see what we can pop in. And the next is morale boost up. Map attack, that could be useful. And another morale boost up. EN up. Close quarter combat, morale boost. This is all a CBQ wing. Could be useful. Then we go here, hit here, move through here. We'll focus on the melee attack. That should help us out. So, customization.
お待ちしておりました。
that should work out.
ではカスタマイズ
Now
を
we just move on to the next. What next map we gotta deal with? Asian front, of course. We gotta deal with the Infernal Alliance. I'd like to do most of all these stuff so we can get our resources, but we did some side missions, and I'm happy about that. That's for certain. There we go. Let's take a peek. Let's get at least one of these guys to 45. Still goal, get everyone to 40s. So we get MECHA. Get you. Hero. Nope. Nope. Get you. See, that'll work. There we go. This might be a bit of a bugaboo. Wide range strategic recon. Gun halberd. Move you here. Whatever.
見せてやるぜ。魔装騎士の力ってのをな。いけ！サイフラッシュ！
There we go. Let's continue. MECHA. Oop-a-doop. Here. And launcher. Hachi gun. Ooh, that's got a sting. That'll work. Ooh, that boosts you to 30. Eat. Move all the units here, get the warships here. There we go. Let's choose you. There we go. That should break you. Yeah, your bone. Yeah, ooh, yeah, these guys are hitting with trucks. Yeesh. Okay, looks like we got the kitties. Come on. We got the income that's gonna kick in. Her seed mode activates. Super mode is activated. Alright, we'll do you. That pumps you to 40. Nice. That pops you 34. Nice. That'll work. Ah, well, that should do well. Sidebuster. Side flash. Do. Ah, well, time to bust this thing up.
こちらから仕掛ける。この一撃で終わりにさせてもらおう。終わりだ。
And of course, he's level 40. That's Agnes for 35. Let's see. Flash. Assist. That should be well. Come on, pop him. Come on. Now we just gotta go here. Repair the black 6. That pumped you up to 32. Should break those little boogers. Go 35. 33, never mind. I thought it was gonna jump 2 levels. There we go. Next turn. Alright. That's gonna Patasagi to level 39. There we go. Sugaru 35. Uh-oh. Now we do what we need to do. Pop you in. I'll hack in. Eesh, that thing's gonna cause some chaos. There we go, wall up. Persist. Now that we got there, we need to do some special junk. Deal with you first. Pop you. Never mind, that took you out. Minion Obliterator. Now we just take you out. With Bright Noah. That should pump you to level 43. Perfect. Break you out. Move in advance. That could pop you to 37. There we go. Go. Here we go. Let's do Eraser. Come on. Let's see if we can do damage against you. Alright, Masaki did some... Ooh, that boosted your fury. Let's see, what are we doing for you? Pop the other hand. That gives us 38. Let's see, will this work? Come on. Masaki's not going to do much of anything. See the damage, come on. At least Emma's doing well. How about that? That should do some damage. There we go. That puts 36. Let's see what this damage does. There we go. 40. Yay! And that puts him in Valor. That took care of that, and remember, every time we do these fights, we get more resources, precious resources. Yay, we got Relena maxed out to level 4. There we go. She is now activates disrupt on enemies, activates the trick spirit on the collar. Ooh, trick is actually pretty good. For those wondering, trick gives the ability to not expend energy. Assist cheer Reina. Oh well, let's see what we get here. Congrats! Thank you so much for your assistance, Reina. Allow me to formally recognize your contributions. All part of the job. IT from our information division also want to express a thanks for helping us find the plug to the AM's network holes. All part of my hobby, but really, that's my main job. Is it? Yep. I was originally part of Zaus's intergalactic division cyber ops. Then I was told I had some fold wave aptitude and joined Valkyr. What a real-life Cinderella story. I'm sorry, did I say something inappropriate? You should ask Makina. You and Makina are quite close, aren't you? Yeah. Then I'll make a point of asking Makina. Tell me all about yourself, Reina. Maybe not all about me. If you want to dig out my secrets, I'll dig you out in return. But by all means necessary, bugging your room, stealth filming, hacking. Relena, this is actually quite a frightening thing for you, of all people, to say. Yeah, nobody likes to have their privacy violated. There we go, we got another support attack program, and MXP gained. Let's see, let's do some customizations. Well, let's continue on here. You might as well do one of the other DLC missions. Gales or something. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's try and get some of our guys that need the level up first before we pull out the Acers. But let's select. Let's see. We already got those two, so why don't we choose you. Select units. Let's see. We'll take George. I'll get her. Let's see. You. You. Ah, we also got these folks. So why don't we take you, and you? Let's skip this. We should be good. Let's move. Move you up. Move each unit up. A advent. There we go. Next up. Wide range strategic. Gun halberd. Apache gun. We'll move you here. concentrate at least on one guy should help out with the little guys dealing some damage. So that neutralizes, and Randy's now 34. Let's see the damage. Alright, that's not gonna do much. Alright. The OG guy should do some damage. That pumps it up to 31. Now next up, you. Come on, do some damage. Yay. Now, let's move you here. Do some repairs. Think we're done here. Let's go. First things first. Let's do this. Okay, leave this to me. I'm the captain. That puts us level 39. Super mode activated. That puts us to level 33. Oh, piss. Let's see. Persist. Wall and expire. Alright, next thing you know, oh, figures. Spirit Flash. There we go. Let's try this again. Smack 'em and whack 'em. Right, Asagi's level 40, perfect. Try this again. Break you with George Lassand. There we go. Level 40. Yay. Oh, 41. Never mind. That puts you to level 38. Move you out of the way. Come on. Now we take you, Doberman formation, and just break you instead. Ta-da, dead. No big surprise. Come on, is it gonna be shoot down? Nope. There we go. Break you. That puts you to 35. Oh, 36. Damn. That's not a problem. Yay, that jumped me 2 levels. That puts Fa level 40. Hooray, we finally solved the... We'll pop you here. La-dee-doo. Break you. Dead. Hooray, everything dead. Agnes is 39. Let's move you here. There we go, 47. Let's move you here. Eraser that bug. Erase the bug. Bug erased. Excuse me. Let's do this. So that takes Agnes to level 41. That's perfect. Of course, finish you off. All of them. That pumps you to 40. Yay! We nearly got all of them. Nice going, show. We did it. Don't celebrate just yet. Oh yeah, we're already done. But we should celebrate since we got a chunk of people who managed to get ourselves experience to level up. Looks like we got that. There we go. Forgot about that. I want to see what passive abilities we get. Hold up. SDG memory. Let's see what we get here. Do we get a new breaks? Yeah, 2 morale at the start of an ally phase. That could be useful. Next one, of course, we need map attack power. Alright, back to the oh, hold up. Customization. let's see. We need to get some of our aces up. Mission up. I'm gonna hit up to the next mission, and we got one more. Oops. Ah, kaiju fight. Then we gotta do South America, and that should be it. And I think that should wrap us up a bit. I don't mind it. Let's see. All right. Let's pick what we need to do. Let's see. So we got you. We need you. We need you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna need some more kaiju fighters. So we're gonna need some. We need to pull out some of our aces for this one. So let's see. We'll take. You. And of course you, just in case. That way we can deal with those kaiju bugs. Sheesh. Anyway. Alright, so first things first. Wide range strategic recon. Burn you. Dead. That pumps you to 30. Alright. 3 is 1 already. That was quick. See that damage? Spirit, let's see. Cheer trick. Nope. Let's see. Come on. Here. Move the advent here. Mega Buster Strike on the Radon. Intuition. $25. That took care of that, so Soji's now 37. Your day. Alright. Oh, bonus unlocked. Alright. Kaiser Gridman's now basically got us a super ace bonus. This should give us a little bit more money. Hey, look at that! Jet Jaguar's got bonus. At 170% morale, activate Zeal, Action, Force, Flash, Spirit all at once per mat. Alright, that's not a problem. Yay, that works. Level 5. That should give us... I could do this in my sleep. Yep, that's how it works. Wall up. Fire. That should do some damage. Let's see what these fellas gonna do. We're almost getting ready. That's one wave wiped. Seriously. Going after a guy who could just a kaiju hunting mech. Oh well. Alright, come on, let's see the damage. Alright, we'll do Dagarn. Let's do him. Here we go. Yay, they're level 40, so that's one less person to utilize. These aren't really doing much of anything. Doberman formation. Close. Do the damage. Baboosh. That pumps you to 32. Not bad. Take care of the rat on here. Dead. That puts her level 39. And Pesta. That puts you level 34. That squishes the bug. Shoot you next. Now he's level 40. Perfect. Let's just move you here, break you into there. To do it. Oh, we're still missing one more critter? Never mind, let him come. He's gonna ram himself right into a frickin' kite into one of my other guys and die. A horrible, painful death. There, we got level rank 2. What ability does he provide? Many pilots and deployed allies gain 2 close quarters battle and are in range. Neat. Good. Dooby-doo. Ooh, beings with hearts. Ah, Dorothy, Plagued with doubts about her role, looks to Jet Jaguar, who's capable of both battle and repair. This is gonna be funny. In the hangar of the A Advent. Can I help you with something, Dorothy? You're incredible, Jet Jaguar. I am? You're capable of both fighting and assisting with the repairs. The Otaki factory takes on many different jobs. I simply do the same. If that's what you're able to do all so well, that's impressive. Are you saying you wish to fight? Not personally. But the A Advent requires combat abilities. But I don't see that as requiring anyone to engage in direct combat. Some of us fight and some of us support. I believe the A Advent cannot survive without both rules. If you think I am that impressive, then that applies equally to you, Dorothy. It does? You're proficient in all forms of domestic upkeep, and you can also play the piano. Proficient may be an exaggeration. As for the piano, I simply play. What do you mean? Striking a key causes it to produce a sound. Striking harder makes the sound louder. I simply repeat the strokes in sequence. It's a simple process. Anyone can do it. I disagree. While I hear you play, an inexplicable phenomenon occurs in my cognitive circuits. Happiness, or perhaps an enjoyment. It's hard to describe in words, but I feel deeply poignant. Yun told me that there's known as being moved by performances. Moved. But Roger has told me that there's no soul in my playing. I've heard that expression before. But if not, how do you explain me being moved? If I can be moved, that is, to have my own emotions stir by soulless reproduction, then are the emotions false in turn? I don't know. I didn't either, so I asked my colleagues at the factory. Abiru suggests that Roger may be engaging in a form of playing it cool. Playing it cool? So what do you think of that? No comment. Paradigm City's android technology is over my head, but there's one thing I can tell, is that Dorothy's AI has abilities you can't call anything but a soul. I agree with that. At the same time, you can't claim that her emotions are fully developed. So what does that mean for us? For one thing, it causes her to take jokes and sarcasm at face value. So when Roger tries to play things cool, there's a chance she takes it personally? A chance, but yes. I know I refrain from commenting, but I want to clarify one point of potential miscommunication. Dorothy's piano playing was, in fact, rote and mechanical. I stand by every word I said. But Jet Jaguar is feeling something in it. How do you explain that? You gentlemen and Jet Jaguar are all operating under a misunderstanding. I said Dorothy played the piano mechanically, once in the past. So she plays now is entirely different matter. If that's affecting Jet Jaguar as he describes, then that means he has a soul as well. So tell her that? I'd rather not. Roger, what is it, Dorothy? Do you think that my piano is soulless? Lying to an AI is bad for its development, you know. Fine. No, it's not. I can feel your soul in your playing. If anything, when you play to wake me up in the morning, I feel something very much akin to spite. Spite? He did mention she plays at an intense pace that contrasts harshly with his clear awakening. Should I play you a lullaby then? Not exactly useful for waking me up. Look, I'm sorry for calling it spite. I know you picked a song that would be effective at rousing me. Alright. You forgive me? In that case, you should play an even more forceful song to better suit Roger's needs. I'll pick one out. I'd appreciate if you refrain from inappropriate interjections, Jet Jaguar. What was inappropriate about it, Roger? Dorothy plays the piano for your benefit, doesn't she? I apologize. I see there's still much I don't understand about humans' more delicate emotions. To correct my error, I will reset my learning and rebuild my understanding of human emotion from the baseline. You don't have to do that, You are an utter louse, Roger Smith. Our Dorothy Wainwright. Wow, listen to Jet Jaguar yank Roger's chain. Not our business, Jet Jaguar, but Dorothy enjoy the banter with Roger. Let them have their fun. Those two have the negotiating wrapped around their fingers. There's some robots, all right. We got one more fight to deal with after that. But before, let's talk to Jet Jaguar at least. This is gonna be interesting. Congratulations, Jet Jaguar. I hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. Thank you for coming to the hangar to present me with this honor, Representative Ichika. It would have been much easier for you to simply inform me over comms. Oh no, I thought this deserves a face-to-face meeting. It has been suggested that meeting directly carries more weight than conversating through screens. I do understand why you insist on coming personally, Miss Representative. You do? I've learned a great deal from the information available on this network, and yet when I experience it for myself, here on the A-Advent seems more meaningful than all of it. The world, filled with places and lives, exists here in reality. No amount of data would be sufficient to replicate it. I'm grateful for you, Miss Representative, and the Otaki Factory for giving me such opportunity to learn for myself. Then, would you like to expand your awareness on the physical world a bit more? What do you mean? I was just about to take a walk on along the river of the A-Advent. Perhaps you'd like to accompany me. It would be my sincere pleasure. If I can ask you to wait a moment first, I'll equip my manipulators with a cushion for you to sit on. Really? Of course. I will be as pleasant and effective as an escort as is within my ability. Thank you so much, Jet Jaguar. Gamera, eat your heart out. A robot's heart. Here we go. And the hangar of the A-Advent. This concludes my explanation. Thank you very much, Rupert. I'm sure we can put this information to good use. At least one of us can. You got any ideas? I'm sure Jet Jaguar would benefit from the new functionality, but as to specifics, benefit maybe. It's hard to argue it would be essential for anything. Hey, Rupert, nice to see you and Jet Jaguar hanging out. Just don't get too smug about being an older robot or you could rub his circuits the wrong way. Don't be silly, Juzo. Rupert has much to teach me. Wow, you really look up to our little buddy, huh? If I'm not mistaken, Rupert was filling you on something when we came in. I was explaining the process of brainwave measurements. Brainwaves? Yes. Whenever we combine, Rupert measures them to analyze our mental state. I got that part of the lesson. Your team has to synchronize your brainwaves or make your hearts as one, as to call it, to combine. That's right. That's why Rupert was built with a sensor to let him measure our brain activity. And that's when Jet Jaguar wanted the lowdown on? I would like to be upgraded to measure brainwaves myself if possible. Why? So I can better understand human hearts. A robot wants to understand human heart? Jet Jaguar is the onboard AI robot, but the Naratake software was originally made with supporting communication in mind. The foundation of open communication is understanding who you're communicating with. That would lead him to want to know people better. In a sense, this is proof that Jet Jaguar himself has a heart. Oh, huh. Is that such a strange concept? Not at all. You're a robot. You're as alive as any of us. Why would you want to have a heart? I appreciate you saying that. Anyway, back to the brainwave sensor. Hold your horses, Jet Jaguar. There's no time to rely on machinery. Mr. O, think about what you're talking about. He's got a heart, doesn't he? What's the point if he doesn't use it? Following your hearts is where the magic's at. Magic. As you mean the matter of aesthetics? I agree with Mr. O, actually. Wanting to know about the heart is what shows you have one of your own. This should be all you need, understand? I do. I'm sure you'll find whatever you're looking for in the life you're leading here on the A-Advent. I will assist in your efforts indefinitely. Thank you all, especially Ropin. And Yoma as well. Wait, what did I do? Your interactions with the enemy robot were what prompted my curiosity about hearts. You mean Garuda. Thus, I hope to learn much more from you, Yoma. Drop it, you got nothing to learn from anything between me and Garuda. But you're better off asking Ropin. Heck, he may be a robot, but he's been in love. Why don't you ask him about that? Yoma, that's a violation of my privacy. You have no cause to worry, Ropin. My intention was to learn about romance from Chizuru. Oh, you. Attaboy, Jet Jaguar. Yeah, if that doesn't mean he's human, I don't know what is. He's liable to fall in love with a human next. But wait, Chizuru, stay away from Jet Jaguar. Don't worry, Yoma. I intend to learn about romance from you and Chizuru together. What? He's not doing this on purpose, isn't he? I honestly can't tell. let's get out of here, Chizuru. I'm not sticking around for whatever he's got planning. Ryoma, Chizuru, wait. I need to teach me about human romance. Try learning human manners first. I'm afraid Ryoma is the last person who can demand that. Don't you start, Robot. If Jet Jaguar wants to learn about how human hearts work, Ryoma would be a good starting point, since he's easy to read. Well, that worked out well. Oh, wow, guess we finished up most of everything. I guess we'll start off with American Front, then continue on with the DLC, and then we'll proceed with the main story. But looks like we better pause our game now. But we managed to deal with some new stuff and got a new teammate measured up. Regretfully. There we go. Nope, we're done here. I don't think we have enough time for that.
ここまでプレイしてくださってありがとうございます。いろいろ大変なことも起きてますが、プレイヤーさんのおかげで頑張れました。エアリアルも皆さんに感謝してるみたいです。あ、そうだ。せっかくエアリアルも一緒にいるし、株式会社ガンダムといえばの
ガンダム
一言で終わりたいと思います。プレイヤーさんもぜひ一緒に行ってみてくださいね。いきますよ。せーの。飛べる、踊れる、エアリアル。またお会いしましょう。
You are the most adorable thing, Soletta. I have to agree. I have to say she is one adorable little cinnamon roll. Anyway. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Anyway. Alright, let's quit the game. Now that we got that out of the way, let's pop in this here. Hold up. I got a little problem. I must have bumped out here because when I remove controllers, I always do this. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, let's get ourselves back into the transition screen of the Righteous Absolution. Woo! Well. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, there we go. That worked. We had a little bit of a hiccup right there, but anyway, don't you dare do... Come on, don't you... Thank you, because... yeah, it's something's really causing us overload and eating up the whole thing, but hopefully I think we should be able to, if I'm able to communicate, but I need to double check. Better yet, I think I got a workaround for that in case of a misbehaving OBS. First off, if you enjoy what you see here, including all the kerfluffles you see in this area, don't be afraid to hit that follow and subscribe. Remember, I have a Ko-Fi right here for direct donations. That works out well. That gives direct donations to whatever basically that helps out. Blue Sky, you want to chat with me directly and keep an eye on updates and archive for all the old stuff. Friendly reminder, tomorrow we are going to continue Tuesdays and Thursdays with our lovable game of Cassette Beasts. I gotta find a game to play, but I think I'll figure out something when we get the chance. Until then, guys, I believe I'm going to unleash you kids onto somebody. The question is who? Who should I unleash you on? Let's see. Zaruk is basically playing Requiem. Maybe we can play basically there. So I'll poke Zaruk again. I want to see what crazy crap they're doing with Requiem. Until then, guys, you have yourself a good night, pleasant tomorrow, all that other jazz. I will see you kids later. I know I'm ending early, but as I said, I got some stuff I got to take care of at the moment. So you guys have a good one. I'll see you kids later.